All right, let's move on to Falcons, Cowboys, Atlanta, Dallas. See what we are dealing with from a market perspective here. This total opened up at 50. It's now at 52 or 52.5. Dallas opens up as 6.5-point favorites all the way down to 4-point favorites. Wow. Falcons open up the season with 38-25 loss, but they did outgain the Seahawks, 506-383. Julio Jones, Calvin Ridley, Russell Gage all collected over 100 receiving yards. Atlanta came up short all 4 times they tried to convert on 4th down. Unbelievable. Matty Ice looked good, 37-54 for 450 yards, 2 touchdowns. That's the second highest yardage total of his entire career. It was the defense that just looked bad in crucial situations. And then with the Cowboys, Dak Prescott showed why he hasn't signed a massive extension. Another pedestrian performance to start the year. 266 yards and a touchdown, 3 points on 6 drives in the second half, 15 net yards on the final 10 plays of the game. It's just awful. Zeke goes for 96 yards and a touchdown. McCarthy, very questionable play calling throughout. I do not think he's the guy for the job. CeeDee Lamb, 5 catches for 59 yards in his first appearance, and injuries. Cowboys lose Leighton Vander Esch to a collarbone injury. Cam Irving and tight end Blake Jarwin both didn't return from knee injuries. Already the Cowboys are in trouble. Falcons, Cowboys, Bebsy, take it away.
Well, personally, this is a line I think they got wrong, because why are the Cowboys favored so much in this? They just lost to an average to maybe slightly above average Rams team. They lost Leighton Vander Esch, and I feel bad for the guy because I like him as a player. But here's a guy, when the Cowboys drafted him, I said, this guy broke his neck in college. Like, how do you draft a linebacker that early that broke his neck in college? His collarbone's broken now. Their tight end's out now. And I said this again a couple of days ago, they fired Garrett to hire Garrett. Like, it was such a weird lateral move that doesn't help them. I got to say, I'm on Atlanta. I think they clean up some of the mistakes that happened against a very talented Seattle team. I mean, Seattle's offense looked fantastic, but I don't know. I think this line's going to move a bit, and I like the Falcons in this one.
It certainly has moved already. 6.5. We have one book hanging a 5, a few books hanging a 4.5, some books hanging a 4. It's moving very quickly. On the odds.com odds page here, let's see what we get. See if we can find something decent. And you can, but you have to pay for it. Bet America is still hanging the 5, but it's minus 127. Fox Bet is still hanging the 6, but it's at minus 118.
It's open at 7.5.
That was the before Sunday's action. It opened at 7.5. Let's take a look at what like an offshore. So those are the licensed American books. Let's see what like an offshore would be offering, or what an offshore opened it at very quickly here. Let's go Dallas, Atlanta. Why don't we try Penny? Penny opened it up at 6. So you can still get the Falcons plus 6 at minus 118 at Fox Bet if that is something that interests you.
Yeah, I mean, I'd personally jump on that.
And do you want to make that an official bet?
Yeah, I think I do. I think that's an official bet for me. I just don't believe in Dak and the Cowboys, and I certainly don't think Mike McCarthy is the answer. I think it's going to be a difficult year for Dallas. Despite every year, the fans, and it seems like too many people at the NFL Network seem to just want to back the Cowboys. But why? What have they done in 2 decades?
Wow. You will get a +6 at -118. If I wanted to make a move on it, Bet365 would give me a +4 at -110. And if I wanted to take it up to the +16, or sorry, the +6, excuse me, I would get, it would cost me -138. So just 20 cents more than the best line available. So it's not quite as bad as I made it out to be. Al Cervic says Atlanta all day. Noli No says Dallas always good for 8-8. Bebsy getting on the board +6 at -118. And I'm going to write down each book because I will tweet out your action so everyone knows and make sure they know what book you got it at. The +6 at -118 from FoxBet. +6 -118 from FoxBet. Alrighty. And if you were offered it at +4 at -110, would you take it?
No, I'm less likely to jump on -4 just because that 6 is a nice little safety blanket.
The +6 is nice. The +6 is nice. So what did you see when you watched this Falcons team play? They had, 126 more yards than the Seahawks, and they were beaten soundly by this football team. Is this a team that you trust moving forward? Is Dan Quinn's job safe?
Well, I mean, a lot of people thought Dan Quinn was going to get fired last year, and they stuck with him. So I think he is on the hot seat, and they have to win. That defense has obviously got to play better. They got absolutely torched by the Seahawks. And, the Seahawks, they have a bad defense. Like, if you look at them, sure, they've got Jamal Adams now, but like I mentioned the other day, they lost Clowney. They lost Quentin Jefferson. They don't have the same defense that Pete Carroll has gotten accustomed to. But Atlanta does have a great offense. They've got great weapons. Gurley looked solid, but I mean, I think you got to keep him on a pitch count. But that defense has got to play a lot better for Atlanta. They've got to. Again, I think Seattle's offense might surprise some people this year. As long as they can stay healthy, as Carson can stay on the field, Metcalf can stay on the field. I told you about how much I love Lockett. And a lot of Mahomes fans are going to hate me for saying this, but I still think Russell Wilson is the best all-around quarterback in the NFL. The guy's an absolute stud, carries teams on his back every year. Mahomes is great, but his whole team is great. Wilson has put up points with utter garbage for years. So Atlanta's really got to clean up that defense, but I think they're going to play certainly a lot better this week against Dallas than they did against Seattle.
All right. I don't, just seeing that you're getting a 2-point better line than me, it's probably going to end up keeping me off of Atlanta. And that's something that affects my handicapping when I don't make a play out of spite, out of anger that there's such a better line than what I'm able to get.